everybody, welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
Happy countdown to Christmas, blah, blah, blah. We're motoring through.
What movie is it? Number 29 or 30, I think.
No, not yet. Anyways, let's take out the paintbrushes because today we are reviewing our Christmas Mural.
Starring Alex Paxton Beasley and Dan Jeannotte.
Jeannotte, yeah.
Jeannotte.
The writer here is Alan Donahue. Some other credits include the most colorful time of the year, but no other Hallmark credits.
The director here is Tara Johns. Some other credits include a handful of shorts and a bunch of music videos, but no other Hallmark credits, so that's interesting. Two new newbies.
What's this one about?
When single mom Olivia is secretly entered into a mural contest by her mom, she partners with school teacher Will. Now, that IMDb synopsis is quite
terrible.
brief, yes, and horrible, and it lacks a few key details.
Here's two people.
That's essentially what it is. It lacks some key details like Will starting off as Olivia's rival, who's the runner-up in the same contest. Anyway, it was a very bad synopsis.
There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, it makes the movie out to be even more boring than it actually was.
Agreed. So what do we think?
You know, I get a little bit intrigued by a story that centers around art. Some of my favorite non-Hallmark movies are actually about art and painting, specifically Portrait of a Lady on Fire, for example. But this was less than spectacular, I'll say. It had a good premise, but it unfortunately doesn't really materialize into anything new or exciting. This was mediocre at best. Basically because we needed more art in this one.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't enough of that.
We spent more time drilling in the wood frame of the mural than actually painting the mural. I want to see the art. Give me the art.
There was like 3 or 4 scenes of them just like standing at that wall drilling 2x4s into it. It was
just boring.
I do have to say I was bracing myself for it to be much more boring. It wasn't like exciting by any means. But boring doesn't bother me as much, as long as there's some cuteness, and there were a few bits here.
Sure. I think the best moments happen towards the end, when Olivia is having a heartfelt conversation with her mom, and that's because it was good. It was a good scene. It was in-depth, and she finally opens up. She's a bit, She finally opens up a bit more, and she's, questioning if she fails as a mother, if she roots up and leaves her life in New York City behind. That was an engaging, poignant scene that I enjoyed. I didn't buy her love proclamation to Will at the end. She says, "I am falling in love." It's still kind of vague, right? Is it really needed? I don't think it's needed. I think it would have been more authentic to say, I'm in a weird spot in life or something like that. I'm open to the idea of love if you're willing to be patient and you want to try with me. I think that's actually nice. I think that's nice.
It's so romantic.
I mean, you're being sarcastic, but I actually think that is romantic. It's true. It's being true.
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought it was a nice touch with her painting him into the mural at the end. Perhaps a bit presumptuous, but cute nonetheless.
A little on the nose. I want you in the picture. And then she gives him the paintbrush.
That was funny.
A little, on the nose, but whatever. So much formula in this one. So many generic tropes. Again, I don't mind seeing that. I don't mind seeing the same story over and over again, as we see in the majority all the time on Hallmark. But, we need something new. I was waiting for something fresh that could be brought to the story. I was hoping that would be the art.
Yeah, I didn't really
But no.
I didn't really think it was going to be brought. And to be fair, I thought the art therapy storyline was something fresh and new.
I do agree with that, yes. But I wasn't taken aback by it. I wasn't...
No, it was just like the
there
one
was a lackluster execution in that. I thought it would be more emotional, basically.
Yeah, it didn't really. I mean, the movie did take a turn at that point. Like, before that, I was like, oh, this is gonna be kind of bad. And then I was like, all right, well, it's tolerable.
Yeah. The mural. The mural itself looked nice. It was pretty. It depicted a nice winter scene, but there was not enough of it. Like, show me the process, show me the struggle more than once, not just her sitting there with blank canvases. I get that. Maybe you paint something and then trash it and then you have to start all over again. Like, give me some hardship in there, right?
We got like little to no painting shots or sequences. She painted like 2 blue lines at that one point, and then it was like, all right.
Yeah.
It's like sequenced into her being done, basically.
So without the more emotional moments and like poignant conversations at the end, this would have been a lot lower for me on our Christmas meter.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we head to performances?
You know, everyone's performance here was pretty much on the same level. No one really stood out. The only person that kind of stood out was the director of recreation, Cody, because he reminded me of someone that I knew.
Honestly,
he was kind of funny.
I actually really liked Cody.
Yeah, yeah.
And I found myself smiling whenever he was on screen, so like he was somebody I remembered.
Yeah, yeah. But having to pick someone, I will go with Olivia Mother's Betty. Not an obvious one.
No?
And I'm not saying she isn't a little too forward and a little aggressive and pushy. She is all those things, but I think Kathy Lasky, who plays her, I think she did a good job in portraying her with some heart and some tenderness. And when they had that heartfelt conversation, she actually sat down and listened to her daughter, and I felt that.
That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
I thought the two leads were equally good, but I would just give the edge to Alex.
Okay.
She's another one of those actresses that has the good like stress face.
Stress face, yeah.
And kind of turns it around.
All right, all right. Well, why don't we get to Nit Picky, Hit Picky?
Sure.
Nit. So, the contest. To me, this didn't make sense. Almost everything about it. Like, so what you win is a time-consuming, larger-than-life art project that you have to pour your heart and soul and creativity into.
The week before Christmas.
The week before Christmas, also, yeah. That you would usually pay an artist for and pay them quite well for. And the winner was chosen based on a one-piece art submission.
Yeah, one small piece.
Small piece. Then you get to paint a mural in the middle of town?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's something, we're lacking some details here.
It was a little shifty.
Yeah, very thrown together. Nit. Me personally, I didn't like the opening. I didn't like all the transitions with all the cuts, the fast zooms, the split screens. You know, I'm just not a fan of that technique.
It didn't bother me as much.
I don't know, was it supposed to show how busy and stressed out she is as an artist?
That was her life up until then, I think.
Maybe. I didn't buy it. I don't like those things. I like to point that out, though.
Nit, the mural did not take up the whole side of the wall.
It was weird. If you're putting that much time into it, you do a big mural, right? While we were watching it, I said, look at all the space around the mural that they didn't use. You still see all the brick wall.
Maybe they just painted bricks.
I don't know. Well, why don't we get to a hit?
Sure.
Benjamin Ayres, cameo. He's so good in this, actually.
He was like the first person you see.
And he was so good. His performance like stood out to me, even though it was like very small.
He was good. I want to see him again.
I want to see him again. And I knew when he first entered the room, by his demeanor, the swagger, I knew exactly who this guy was. I even think I said out loud, like, he looks like the art gallery curator. And he ended up being that, her boss, right? The glasses, the suit were perfect. He looked great. He was awesome. I like him.
Yeah, I like him.
I want to see more of him. It reminded me of him. I kind of forgot about him.
And he had a movie somewhere else.
Yeah. No, we've seen him in a few movies, but I'd like to see him, just seeing him in this one reminded me, oh, I like this guy. I'd like to see him in more.
Agreed. All right, well, let's get to the Christmas list.
Let's do it. Christmas party or gathering?
Yes.
Definitely.
Ice skating.
Yes. A rarity that we like to see. Tree decorating. No.
Santa.
We do, but it's again in one of those fast cut transitions
quite honestly,
in the beginning.
That's usually what ice skating is, right? The last two times.
To be fair, then yes, we should count it, right? Yeah. A hot beverage.
Yes. A snowball fight or snowman.
No. Christmas market.
Yes. A Christmas carol.
Yes. Mistletoe kiss.
No. A character obsessed with Christmas.
No. A holiday tradition. Yes. I mean, everything has a tradition, right?
Pretty much. That one's a gimme, but it's good.
It is a
gimme. But usually we should talk about the tradition, right?
Yeah, we'll get into specifics.
Yeah, we have to write that down. And Christmas magic.
No, I'm going to say no on that one. So how many is that?
7.
Okay. Not bad.
Getting
Not
some
bad.
variance. Yeah.
So let's get to the Christmas meter.
Bring her on up.
Okay. Wait, is it down? I'd never know.
Meter.
There we go. So I am going to give our Christmas mural 6 geese a laying. It's usually my go-to for something that was, okay.
Yeah, soft hit.
It was okay, yeah.
And I'm also going to give our Christmas mural 6 geese a laying.
Yeah, we both kind of felt the same about this. I don't know if it's even worth a watch. It's going to seem pretty forgettable.
In the whole package of them,
scheme of things.
it's a little hard.
Yeah. I don't think you really need to watch this one. It had some nice emotional, poignant moments towards the end.
Yeah.
It needed more art.
But let us know what you thought. Where would it rate on the Christmas meter for you?
Yes, let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already.
And we'll see you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.